Story of Seasons Trio of Towns is the latest game in the long-running Story of Seasons series, formerly known as Harvest Moon, and this game celebrates the series' 20th anniversary. The Story of Seasons series has always had a special place in my heart, not only with its relaxing charm of being a farmer, but the character building of the people around you that managed to give the game a life of its own. And I have to say, for a 20th anniversary title, this game nails it. Story of Seasons Trio of Towns starts out with you striking it out on your own as a farmer to prove to your dad you have what it takes to run a farm. At this point, the game really just throws you into it. While the game still has the infamous drawn-out tutorials, the game gives you an option to ask what you want to learn from your Uncle Frank. So if you already know what you're doing, you can completely bypass asking for any explanation. While the game still has a drawn-out tutorial process, this option to ask only what you need to know goes a long way in improving it. It allows new players to get a full explanation of everything, and for veteran players to just fly through them. Gameplay-wise, the game remains pretty much unchanged from the previous Story of Seasons game, and even harkens back to several mechanics from Harvest Moon: A New Beginning. While customization has pretty much been marginalized in this game, farming is still done by simple one-button presses. By continuously holding down the A button, your character will continue to use the tools they have equipped. But be sure to not just keep holding it down, as that will burn right through your stamina meter pretty quickly. And if it depletes, you will pass out and spend the rest of your day at the clinic, and no one really wants a wasted day. This is one of those things where it's an example of, if it's not broken, don't fix it. The real variety in the farming gameplay comes down to how you want to grow your crops with different fertilizers to give them better attributes, and with tool upgrades. Instead of upgrading tools at your house and hunting down blueprints, you instead see Ludus and Ludacoco to upgrade certain attributes of your tools. This can either be increasing the tool's effectiveness, making it lighter, or simply changing its color. Upgrading your tools is the best way to get more work done in less time. Sadly, this game has a bit of an over-reliance on forging for items to get better upgrades. While you can buy materials straight up, it can get pretty pricey the further you go. I found myself getting mad for getting rare and expensive gems over copper and iron to upgrade my tools. Still, the upgrade system in this game allows you to create specific tools for certain situations. That said, I still think it could have stuck to the traditional upgrade system of older games. But however, it's still an interesting idea that allows you to create the type of tools that you want to use. One small gripe I do have with the farming part is that your starting barn and coop can only hold one cow and chicken in it to start. And your starting farm area is not big enough to house a larger barn. Even then, the larger barn only holds 3 livestocks. While it's a minor gripe because you should be able to easily expand your farm by the middle of the first year, it's just something I thought was odd, especially with how cute some of these animals are. I wanted nothing more but to own a bunch of them. So that's pretty much the farming part of this game down. The gameplay feels just as smooth as the previous Story of Seasons game and allows for more customization of your tools and how you want to run your farm. However, that's only one half of the story when it comes to this game. After all, this game is called Trio of Towns. The main gimmick of this game is that you have 3 different towns to explore and do business with each town having their own culture, items to buy, and a variety of different villagers to befriend and romance. Not only that, but each town has something called a town rank. The higher these town ranks are, the more things will be available for you to purchase in stores, and the more you'll get from part-time jobs. You increase your town rank by befriending the locals, shopping around, doing part-time jobs, and shipping produce to said town. It's here you start to feel a connection with each of the 3 towns, as the more you rank up your link with them, the more you begin to make each town a better place. This gives the game a real sense of community, and that you are part of the reason why each of these towns are thriving. What is interesting about these trio of towns are the people that live in them. This game has an extremely colorful cast of characters you have the chance to befriend, and touts one of the largest villager rosters in ages. The game also makes it easier to talk to each of the villagers to gain friend points. You can simply wave to them and that counts as talking to them, but what fun is that really? You will be spending most of your time finding what items different villagers like. I often had a dedicated plot on my farm specifically to grow items to turn into gifts. For befriending the villagers, you are rewarded with very fleshed out friendship events that look more into a character's background. And all I can say is that without a doubt, that this game probably has some of the best, well-written character development in the series. I feel like that I am not only seeing part of their background, but as the player, I am becoming a true friend that this person can rely on. Every time I saw a character's friendship event and they became a better friend with me, I honestly couldn't help but smile. Of course, like any Story of Seasons game, there is a bit of a story going on. Like stated earlier, your goal is to prove to your dad you can be a real farmer. So how do you do this? Plant crops, raise animals, get a girlfriend or boyfriend, and do your dad's farming tips. The game progresses through something called farming tips, and these are goals your dad has you do to show that you are a true farmer in his eyes. This harkens back to A New Beginning with town plans. However, in this game, they are a bit more challenging to complete and can last much longer. This fixes an issue I had with previous games of a now what issue, where I've completed just about everything, but I'm still trying to say get married, and all I am doing at this point is running the same motions day after day without much mix-up. The different things to do in this game should last you a long time as you try and do everything. All in all, Story of Seasons Trio of Towns is easily one of the best games in the Story of Seasons series, and is the best example of where the series has come since the Super Nintendo. The farming mechanics are simple to learn yet have a nice depth to delve into to make the farm of your dreams. The world building in the game is probably some of, if not the best in the series. Even the characters with no portraits have a ton of cool things to say. Couple the world building with a large variety of things to do, and future DLC to add more content to the game, this is a game you'll be coming back to for months or years to come. I can truly recommend this game to fans of the series and even newcomers. Story of Seasons Trio of Towns is the 20th anniversary title the series deserves. And that does it for our review of Story of Seasons Trio of Towns. To see the full written review, be sure to check out our website, GamingGamma.com. A link will be provided down in the description bar below. Also, if you want to see more gameplay of this game, be sure to check out my Let's Play of Story of Seasons Trio of Towns. I'm currently up to episode 19 or so, with more to come. And if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below, letting me know what you guys think of the review and if you're enjoying the game so far. Also, be sure to subscribe for future Let's Plays, reviews, giveaways, and more. And as always everyone, thanks for watching.